Kaldığımız yerden devam. Hikayeye. Evet, öyle iyi. Şunu tekrar genişleteyim. Daha çok sinema evreni gibi olsun. Tamam. Kaldığımız yerden hikayeye devam. Kütüphanedeyiz. En son evet oradaydık. Doğru. Fig'in sınıfa dönelim. Şu anda yakalanmayız herhalde. En son gizli gizli girmiştik ama kimse var mı buralarda? Yok galiba kimse. Bu neymiş ya? Buraları bir çözeriz. Dur bir dakika. Terslik var diyorum, ne var ya, sesi ayarlamamışız. Ses dışarıdan geliyor. Şimdi oldu. Burası Profesör Sprout'un bahçesi herhalde. Yok, burası şey, geçişmiş. Gecenin bu saatinde geldik de şimdi burada oturup bunu bekletecek herhalde. Sabaha kadar burada mı bekledin lan? Hoppa, bu da buradaymış.
You cannot be serious. Goblins working with rookwood makes no sense.
It is rather unorthodox, to say the least.
Unorthodox. It's inconceivable. It's... Ah, Fig. You have a visitor. I'll see what I can find out.
Sir, I was able to search the restricted section while you were with Professor Black. It was a book we were after.
What? That's... Wait. You accessed the restricted section? But how? Thinking on it, perhaps it's best you spare me the details.
Fair enough. In fact, the book was below the restricted section as it appeared on the map.
I want to hear everything. First, let's have a look. dear. Some of these pages seem to be missing. It appears someone has got to the book before us. Still, I will need time to study what remains. Perhaps we can still salvage something useful, though it may take some time. I wonder why it was here, below Hogwarts.
I think I know, sir. I saw 2 more memories where I found the book.
Another pensive, Godric's heart.
The man we saw before, Percival Rackham, was a professor here. The first memory showed him and 3 other professors using ancient magic to restore a hamlet from a drought.
Miriam was right. And the second memory?
They were talking to a student who started as a 5th year, like I did. She could see traces of magic too.
Why those memories? Perhaps this book will explain. I'll have to take it with me to London. There.
I understand. I'll see what I can learn about the missing pages while you're gone.
Good. Don't neglect your studies. Your wand work is improving by the day. But you'll want to pay attention in herbology and potions. There's more to magic than spellcasting.
Plenty to keep me occupied while you're gone.
You've done exceptionally well. I look forward to seeing all that you've accomplished when I return. Oh, and don't neglect your friends. You may be surprised by how much you can learn from them as well.
Olur. Evet, yeni bir şeyler aldık. Çıkalım. Bakalım bizi nereye götürecek.
Protego!
It's time to prove your dueling mettle and see if we've a new school champion. Meet me at the usual place for the final round of crossed wands. Also, the training dummy is still available.
Meet me in Lower Hogsfield as soon as possible. I would like to talk to you about Rookwood and Harlow, and it might be best to do so outside of the castle.
Tamam, netiyle buluşalım önce. Aşağı Hogsmeade mi dedi, ne dedi, bir şey dedi ya.
Professor Fig and Weasley have asked that I teach you an additional defensive spell. Please complete the assignments I have given you, and then proceed to see me in my classroom.
O ne kadar çok ya. Öncelik bu ana görevlere. Tamam, buna gidelim. Ha, yok. Tamam, Profesör Hekate'ye gidelim bakalım. Niye şey göstermiyor? Lan hangisi Hekate? Peki oraya giden yakın bir şu zımbırtılardan yok mu? Kütüphane ek binası. Şurada vardı galiba. Tamam ya. Buna mı girmem gerekiyor? Yok, burası tuvalet. Ay, kaç sırlar odasına falan gider şimdi. Olmuyor. Neyse, koşturacağız artık.
Hogwarts must have there's something in there.
she growing pungent onion again?
Good morning, Professor Garlic. How wonderful it is to see you again, Lenora dear. Oh, here. You'll need these for today's class. A little treat for your auntie. Ah, hello. Class, please welcome the newest rose in our garden. We do look forward to growing together. How thrilling it is to have everyone back together again. This year will be filled with enchantment and excitement, but the most important thing,
Adam oldu. Wow.
Quickly! Place your mandrake in the new pot and pat down the soil!
The soil should envelop the root like a warm, dirty blanket, putting the mandrake right at ease. Reparo! I'm very sorry about that. Yours was a bit mature, I'm afraid. All right then, off you go. Now for our next task, we'll be planting dittany at our
Bu
potting
görevi
tables.
yaptık. Kaç lan? Kaç?
I wonder if hippogriffs like not grass.
Yes, Professor.
Firstly, well done with your man.
Actually, I enjoyed it. I couldn't help but catch your enthusiasm.
How kind of you. It seems you're already taking to herbology like a mandrake to fresh soil. Now, as I mentioned, next we'll be planting dittany. Let us find you some seeds.
I already have some, Professor. Pick them up in Hogsmeade.
You visited the magic neep.
Let's see how to balance my star thistle arrangement.
Ne diyor?
Nefes fancy
Saatse
or
masasında
roses?
dittany tohumları ekin diyor. Burası mı?
Dittany's restorative properties make it a vital ingredient in the Wiggenweld
Bir
potion.
tane tamam şu
As you all should
sanırım.
know from
Aldık.
Professor Sharp's
Ektik.
class.
9 dakikası var.
Well done! Once it can be harvested, your dittany will be ready to use in Wiggenweld potion. I'll let Professor Sharp tell you about that. Now, what say we branch out? Introduce you to the cabbage.
Yes, Professor.
They're in. Come back and see me.
Buraları geçiyorum ya.
Hello. Saw you on your way to Hogsmeade the other day. Nice to meet you. I'm Leander.
Tam bunlar.
Nice work in defense against the dark arts. by the
Seninle
way.
tanışırız sonra.
Excuse me?
Your duel with Sebastian. And he's good. Here we are. Home of the
Aşağı
Chinese
insin.
chomp.
Bu ne lan? He.
No, Blaney put it back on.
Bir dakika.
Trust me, you do not want to go through that. Now, see that dummy? Just toss the cabbages at it, and they'll do the
Tamam.
rest.
Ha, taba koyacağız buna. Şunu alacağız.
Look at that.
Aa,
They'll
saldırıyor.
chomp on anything they can get their mouths on.
Oha.
Mum planted some in her garden last year to keep the gnomes out.
Ye
Did
topla.
save her the de-gnoming, but they
Ne
left the
bunlar?
honking
Çin
daffodils
doğrama
in
lahanası.
tatters. Vicious little
Geliyor.
bastards, aren't they? My kind of plants. Not like stupid booba
Bu
tubers
ne?
and
Bu
bouncy
dönemin
bulbs.
Neville
The
Longbottom
kind
mı?
of plants that have your back in a fight. Not saying you can't go it alone, but, well, imagine that wasn't a dummy.
I suppose they could prove useful outside of the greenhouse. Nothing wrong with a bit of backup, even if it is from a cabbage.
It's chaos out there. Trolls in Hogsmeade and such. You can't be above throwing a cruciferous vegetable if necessary. Dogweed and deathcap has more of them, if you're keen. Other plants too. Ones that parents wouldn't plant in the garden. You get the idea. Take your time. I'll see you back in class.
Gallik'e dönelim. Şurada şöyle şeyleri alalım ya. oyunlardan öğrendiğim bir şey varsa bu tarz şeylerin ne zaman, nerede, ne işe yarayacağı hiç belli olmuyor.
And with that helpful reminder as to why we should always wear our dragonhide gloves.
I tended to the Chinese chomping cabbages, Professor.
Remarkable plants, aren't they? I hope they weren't too much trouble. Oh, don't see any bite marks or missing digits. And good, as you do seem to be quite green-fingered. Oh, I'm eager to see your skill in the soil continue to blossom.
Magical plants have so much to offer. I'm eager to learn more.
I'm glad. Herbology is a bounteous subject. Tend to your garden, and it will tend to you. Well, I suppose that's everything. Do come by for a chat sometime. I so enjoy checking in with my new students.
Those mandrakes are really relishing their new pots. Only cost me my...
Evet, yeni göre. Öğrendik bir şeyler.
To make anything grow, we must
Şu neymiş ya? Dur bakayım.
understand it. That goes
Aa,
for
olmak
plants
üzere.
as well as friendships.
Hadi bakalım, hadi bekliyoruz. Ne olacak acaba?
In the greenhouse as in the great hall.
Kaç kaç? Bir saniye. Allah, attık ortaya, inşallah kimseye saldırmaz. İksir sınıfı görevini yap. Ha yok, bu şeydi, bahçeydi. Tamam, iksir sınıfını yapalım. Sonra şeye gidelim. Uganda'ya. Kaç kaç kaç kaç kaç. Gençler çok yavaşladınız, çok güzel. Kaç. Hızlı hızlı. Ana yanlış mı? Tuşu değiştirmiş.
Hadn't there be auras or someone from the ministry guarding the school?
Professor Blake.
Potions is one of the most challenging and hazardous subjects taught at this school. As fifth years, you will be required to reach new heights of both discipline and intellect.
Merhabalar, hoş geldin. Çok teşekkür ederim. O zaman ben de seni takip edeyim, destek olalım.
Mr. Takar, can you tell us why this particular potion might come in handy?
Yes, Professor Sharp. The Wiggenweld potion can be used to sterilize and even heal a variety of injuries.
It can heal some injuries, but not all. Points for Ravenclaw. Before today's class is completed, each of you will have brewed a Wiggenweld potion of your own. You never know when you might need it. Please begin.
Evet, ben de takip ettim şimdi.
Use a strong, even motion when crushing your ingredients.
Onu nasıl ezeceğiz? Ha, mouse'u döndürmek gerekiyormuş.
Please be meticulous when adding powder to your potions. One errant sneeze could be disastrous.
Biraz da bu yöne karıştır. Yok, o yöne karıştırma.
I see most of you have not forgotten how to stir. Not an easy potion to brew. Well done. And from what I hear of your recent exploits in Hogsmeade, you'd also do well to practice brewing the defensive Edurus potion. Professor Weasley had you acquire the recipe from J. Pippins, correct?
Yes, sir.
Good. For the moment, you can find the ingredients you need in my office. But in the future, you'll be expected to provide your own ingredients. Some can be harvested from the plants you grow in your herbology class. and others, however, may be harder to obtain. And more.
Bu ne? Eşvindir yumurtaları toplayın. Kara melez kürük topla. Tamam. Belli
My
ki
parents
şurada
considered
bir
keeping me
şeyler
home
var.
from school this year after.
Did I hear Professor Sharp say that you have permission to go into his office?
He did say that. He wants me to get more ingredients to brew another potion.
Brilliant! You, my friend, have been presented with an extraordinary opportunity. You remember me, don't you? Gareth Weasley.
Ah, yes. We met in the common room.
Listen, anyone with a troll-sized brain can brew an Edurus potion. I'm working on something that's certain to be spectacular. I'm just missing one You're as clever as I simply need a single...
I'll get you the Fuipa feather, as long as you're certain Sharp won't miss it.
I assure you he won't. Fuipa feathers aren't that valuable. Wait until you see what I'm brewing. Hurry back to me when you have the feather.
Bir de tüy alacağız. Hadi bakalım. Melez tamam. Tamam bunu okuduk ama artık helal et. Ah burada var. Tüyü almakla iyi mi yaptım bilemedim ya.
Here's the Fuipa feather you wanted.
Brilliant! Thank you. This is going to take a moment to brew. You should get back to brewing your Edurus potion, and I'll tell you when this concoction's finished.
Proficiency and potions are two things that cannot be rushed.
Ne diyor? İksir istasyonunda açık tarih, iksir hazırlayın, tarif, malzeme, cırt cırt. Tamam. Bana bundan hangisi diyor? Bundan istiyordu değil mi? Yoksa bundan mı? Ha bundan. ...27 saniye var. Bekleyelim. Tamam, ha bitmiş, topluyorum. Biz o çocuğun dediği şeyi çaldık ama
And now we add the mallow sweet, and
bakın
that's odd.
Edurus iksiri
What's
hazırladım.
happening? Wait, it's not supposed to.
Get it! Not again.
Oh! No! Dragon Dog! What happened?
Well done, Gareth.
What now?
I was
Mr.
impressed that you were
Weasley?
able to answer Professor Sharp's question about the Wiggenweld potion.
Oh, you're the new student. And I've never seen...
I'm glad I was able to get it right the first time.
You must simply have a knack for potion making. Merlin's beard, good conversation is the enemy. Speaking of stuff...
Profesör Sharp'a dönelim bakalım.
I brewed an Edurus potion as you asked, Professor.
I'm surprised you had the time. You seemed rather busy helping Mr. Weasley brew chaos.
I'm sorry, Professor. I was merely trying to help a friend.
Taking responsibility for one's actions does go a long way with me. I shall assume that you've learnt a lesson. As for the work you did today at your own cauldron, I will say you've done well. I confess I was skeptical given the advanced nature of this class and the fact you're a new student.
I'm glad I was able to meet your expectations.
In addition to having us pay particular attention in herbology, the plants you nurture there are often essential to the potions. Now, I recommend that you find a safe location in which to practice brewing. You cannot leave a hot cauldron simply. That'll be all.
Tamam.
I think each of us has had enough excitement for one day. Class is dismissed.
Gidiyorum. Adam
My
kovdu
robes are
beni.
going to reek from Gareth's inspiration.
Hemen diğer görevleri açalım. Hadi buna gidelim. Ne diyor? Letionay, Hogwarts'ın hemen güneyinde Ashewsfield adlı bir mezarda onunla buluşmanı istedi. Ashewsfield. Oğlum nereye gidiyoruz lan biz? Yani aslında bir şunları da açayım bari bu arada da. Süpürge falan bir şeyler fena olmaz, uçsaydık falan. Başka yoktur herhalde diye düşünüyorum. Hop bitmemiş. Sen. Şapka var galiba. Ya bunu da takmak istemem kafama ya. Çok uzak değildir umarım.
This cannot possibly be as difficult.
Aşağı Oxfield. Oxfield.
Wish I could see what Hogwarts was like.
Hagrid'in kulübe. Canavarlar sınıfı. Oğlum ne yapıyorsun lan buralarda bir başına? Şuradan koştura koştura gitsem ne olur? Direkt ormanın içine girmiş olduk ama. Başımıza bir iş gelir mi acaba? Ya ama bu orman olayı falan iyi, bayağı geniş yapılmış.
It is good to see you, my friend.
Hello, Natty. How are you?
I'm well, thank you. I was there, and I saw what happened with Rookwood and Harlow at the Three Broomsticks. I have been worried about you.
I'm all right at the moment.
If you don't mind my asking, why were they looking for you?
I've never met Rookwood or Harlow. Perhaps they mistook me for another student.
A bit odd. The two of them pursuing a Hogwarts student so intently. But whatever the reason, you were clearly in danger. For now, it is safe to say that Rookwood and Harlow are a threat to both of us, to all of us. Which is why I wanted to speak to you. Everyone has been talking about you defending Hogsmeade from that troll attack. And I shall never forget watching Serona stand up to Rookwood and Harlow in the Three Broomsticks. Both of you have inspired me to take a stand of my own.
What sort of stand?
Men like Rookwood and Harlow are the reason my mother and I left Matibili land. I am not going to sit by and watch them destroy my new home.
Good. Rookwood and Harlow are a dangerous pair. And you should know that Rookwood is in league with Ranrock.
I had heard they were seen in Hogsmeade together. All the more reason they must be stopped. Rumor has it that Theophilus Harlow runs Rookwood's day-to-day operations. Taking him down would cripple Rookwood's entire enterprise.
That may be true, but shouldn't Officer Singer handle someone like Harlow?
I overheard some of Rookwood's lot talking about a massive poaching operation that Harlow is planning.
All right, but how?
In the meantime, remember...
Thank you, Natty.
Gel.
Be on your guard.
Bunun için mi geldik buraya?
I beg your pardon. How dare you threaten me?
What's going on here?
Girebiliyor muyum? Hop. Bir serinleyek ya, Hogwarts sıcak. Ha, keşke girmeseydik. Yüzülmüyor mu?
They must have come this way. Think!
I've no idea who it is you think I might have seen. I've been busy with my research. I do not have time to...
Victor Rookwood don't give a doxy's nip back your time. Oi! Speak of the devil.
Nobody from this one.
Potato! Everyone gets lucky now and then.
Oo,
I'll watch
patron
the
geldi.
light go out of your eyes. I see you.
I'm not going anywhere with you.
You take this student on the face, anybody!
Potato!
I hate heights.
Var mı başka?
What on earth just happened? I've never been accosted in such a manner.
Toplayalım.
So close to Hogwarts.
Şuralarda yok muydu da ya?
Are you all right?
I am, thanks in no small part to your excellent defensive skills. Care to tell me why two
Ashwinders?
Victor Rookwood's thieves and extortionists, his little cronies.
It's a long story. You're a researcher?
Nora Treadwell at your service, historian and archaeologist specializing in Merlin's work and life.
Merlin? Of the legend of King Arthur?
The very same. Merlin attended Hogwarts, you know, and I'm studying some curious fixtures he left here centuries ago.
Fixtures?
These vine-covered pillars, dozens of them, all around the area. I've taken to calling them the Trials of Merlin. I believe he created them as a diversion for his fellow Slytherins. He was terribly fond of puzzles and enigmas.
I can see why you're so interested in Merlin. I'd be keen to know more about the trials.
Well then, I'll let you in on a little secret. No one has yet managed to figure out how they work. But I believe I have just unlocked a crucial clue. I suspect that Mallowsweet is an important component in getting the trials to work.
Mallowsweet?
Versatile herb. Merlin repeatedly mentioned it in his writings.
I had just arrived to test my theory when I was so rudely interrupted. You see, each swirl in Merlin's writing has a symbol in the center. That started me thinking, what if...
The mallow sweet is meant to be placed at the center of the symbols.
Precisely. Would you care to do the honors? We can see what comes of our little hypothesis. I brought a trunk chock full of mallow sweet with me. It's just over there by my tent.
This trunk?
Yes, take plenty, even if you already have some.
Incendio.
Yok
Accio.
yok.
I have the mallow sweet.
Aa ben bunu
Now,
taşıyacağım.
notice the vines on these pillars here, as well as a stone swell on the ground. Each trial has these features. Place the mallow sweet on the swell, and we'll see what happens.
Niye anlatıyor ki acaba? Şuraya geldim. Böyle bir sandık. Oo bir dakika. Merlin'in denemesini çöz.
My word! Did you see that? The vines disappeared.
What should I do now?
This is uncharted territory. I am curious about these pyres.
Incendio. Accio. Protego.
Yanlış oldu.
Incendio.
Şimdi bir saniye. Buraya geliyorsun.
Incendio. Reparo. Accio.
Büyü zımbırtısını açalım. Bu neydi? Kontrol. Ha, şunu alıp reparon yerine koyalım şimdi.
Conjuring fire might work. These are pyres.
Levioso.
Ateş yakmak işe
Incendio.
yarıyor. İyi de olmuyor ki.
Merlin's beard!
Ha
The
yanına
flames make the pyre sink.
Merlin's beard! How beautiful!
Merlin'in sakalı.
What a day. I can hardly believe it.
I take it we can call that a success?
We can indeed. However, I now have even more questions. How does it work? I must review my notes. I may have missed something.
Are all of the trials like this one?
Oh, not precisely. Well, I think each has those telltale vines and the swirl on the ground. You should feel free to solve them as you come across them. I believe I have what I need to continue. My guess... And do be careful out here. Now, I've got what I needed. I shall return to the safety of my notes and books.
Bu bitti galiba.
I never thought Ramrock's loyalists would go this far.
Ya, şu an yan görev yok. Ne diyordu? Dönerek. İyi de bunu hangi düşmana karşı yapacağım?
Sir Nicholas, our house ghost, is looking for you. You can find him near the Great Hall.
Şöyle karanlık ormana girsem. O ne lan? İnek bunlar. Aha burada bir şeyler var. O neymiş o? Lan. Ay. Bak.
Potato.
Ay, acıdı lan.
Incendio.
Ah oluyor tam. Ama kaçtı.
Potato.
Oha, ay avucadı. Lan oğlum bir 10 olmadım. Bak aradan bir yerden girdi. Kaç? 6'da mı daha? Aha 7 oldu. Ay. 8 9. Hadi bir tane daha gel. Hayda bu kadar. Bunu bir 10 yaparsam bunu hepinizi yakacağım da. Ah oldu. Gel lan buraya.
Potato. Incendio. Incendio.
You're the one who released Treadwell, aren't you?
Incendio.
Thank you, my friend.
Ay ooo. Karanlık büyücüler falan var.
Incendio.
Bu
Incendio. Potato. Incendio. Incendio.
nereye gitti lan bu?
Protego. Incendio.
Biraz daha gezelim bakalım.
These rocks have seen better days.
Bir şeyler daha yakmam gerekiyor. Oy, o neymiş lan?
Protego. Incendio.
Son incendio bu. O. Bak sen şimdi nane yemedin mi?
Incendio. Yes.
Evet. Şunları da alayım da.
I'll stick 'em like a
Aa!
tail.
Incendio. Glad to make. Oh, it's a bit like being on.
Caprigo.
Potato. Accio. It's shameful what you've done to helpless beasts.
Yani orası başka, şu an gitmem gereken yer. Görevi tamamlamam gerek. Kurt mu var lan?
Incendio. Potato.
Tamam, kaç.
Cursed fiends.
Nova buradan normal insan geçiyor mu? Yanda örümcek var oğlum, biraz gerçekçi yap ya, insana saldıracak bir şey olacak şimdi ya. Hemen kenarda örümcekler var. Yolunda giden hep şey demiyorlar herhalde. Ben de hep böyle karanlık ormandan falan gidiyorum. Başıma iş alacağım. Hah, milletin bahçesine girmişiz. Çıktım, tamam. Lan oğlum, bu okula gitmek çok uzun sürüyor. Süpürge ne zaman gelecek?
This looks intriguing.
Lan yukarı mı çıkmam gerekiyor acaba? Mecburi galiba. Gün boyu karanlık sanatlara karşı savunma dersine katılalım da akşam oldu. Allah'tan karakter yorulmuyor. Dedik ya, yoruldu bu da. Şuradan bir giriş yok mudur ya? Aa, bu başka biri. Beden eğitim öğretmeni falan herhalde bu ya. Şurayı tamamlayıp bitirmem gerekiyor.
There's something in there. I just know.
Professor, I wondered, did you attend Hogwarts?
I did. I am a proud member of Ravenclaw House. Why do you ask?
I was curious as to how Hogwarts...
I see. Well, as for the students, although I can tell... Appear...
Time itself.
Ah, well, it was the risk I took with...
An unspeakable...
Now, I hope...
You have.
Keep up with your...
Haritaya eriş. F tuşuna bas. Ha evet.
I hope you were able to take care of everything.
Professor, I completed all of your most recent assignments.
Well done. Then you're ready to learn Expelliarmus.
Güzel olur.
Pay close attention. The disarming charm may often be... Spellcasting requires a focused mind and a steady wand.
Ama Wingardium'da yok belki değil mi? Yapamıyorduk az daha.
Good work. The dummy is here if you wish to stay and practice.
Burayı açmam lazım. Şimdilik görünmezliğin yerine Expelliarmus koyalım. Daha doğrusu Akio'nun yerine Expelliarmus koyalım. Bir saniye Expelliarmus. Hatta Expelliarmus'u 1'e alalım. Incendio'yu 2'ye alalım. Akio'yu 4'e alalım.
Expelliarmus! You seem to have the right end of the stick, but keep practicing. Expelliarmus may save your life one day.
Incendio! Expelliarmus!
Tamamdır. Kayıp sayfaların bir sihirdar, onu bir ayarlarız, bir dakika, şimdi değil. Tamamdır. Tamamlandı. Evet, bugünlük bu kadar. Kendinize çok iyi bakın. Görüşmek üzere.